I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land on which this podcast is recorded today. Also pay respects to the elders past and present, and extend that respect to any other Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people who may be listening today. This is Melanated in Melbourne, a podcast designed to give an insightful look into the Australian lifestyle from the lens of two Black American besties. Would you like to do the clap? Perfect.
I wasn't happy. I was like, maybe that was too high. Double clap. Slow clap, no.
Oh my God. Okay.
Applause. Round of applause. But I want. I forgot we haven't done our introduction.
Nope, we have not.
Hello, Miller Nation. It's Medea. Hello, Miller Nation. It's your girl, Medea.
No, I'm not.
Yes, come on. Do it. Make up a name. Come on.
You didn't even make up a name.
Yes, I did. I said Medea.
Medea's not a made up name.
I know it's not a made up name, but I'm saying use a made up name. That's not your name.
All right, well.
I'm Medea.
Maybell?
Maybell.
Maybell.
And this is Melanated in Melbourne. Melanated in Melbourne. Where's my tambourine?
You know you were so high.
I'm so in the red.
You were so in the red.
I'm so in the red.
Okay,
already.
This is a mess.
This is great. Fantastic. Welcome back. We're here. Oh, the fried chicken sound is no longer there.
I actually don't like it because it sounds like a bunch of Proud Boys yelling at us. That was not an applause. That's a, get him. Get the rope.
Where's my tiki torch? I'm ready to march. No.
Remember when those were the worst things they were doing publicly?
Yes, poor outfits.
And tiki torches running through DC. I'm like, I'm angry. Okay,
I'm
Chad.
angry with your shitty haircuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's a mess and a half.
What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. But still we rise.
But still we rise.
Still we rise. We have a little bit of a new soundboard here.
Yes,
so
we do.
the reason why that applause sound confused?
Yeah, I mean
it was interesting.
It felt racially charged. That's what I'm going to say. Hang on one more time. Just.
Yeah, it sounds a little.
Yeah.
It sounds a little. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, get her.
It does. Where's my pitchfork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be kind of weird when we have our guests coming in, but that's okay.
That's okay. We're just going to roll with it. As always, we are just going to push through. But this is a new soundboard, so we're going to be finding out, along with you guys, what new sounds they have on here. And I'm quite excited for it.
I love that you were
intrigued.
intrigued is better.
Intrigued.
You're like, I'm excited for it. I'm Ron Burgundy.
I am Ron Burgundy.
Who wrote this script?
Yes.
But we are black and better than ever. And yep, that's also staying.
Yeah.
We are black and better than ever.
Great.
For the second half of season 3.
Booyah.
It has been, carry the one. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months since we've been in the booth. And a lot of life has happened. A lot of things have changed. A lot of updates have occurred.
Things have happened.
How are things with you?
Things are
Nicole?
good. She's married. Boom. Crash zoom on the double brain. Bow, bow.
Yeah.
Ring so thick and looking like a cheesel. Okay, anywho. But yes. Is cheesel the right one? Am I thinking of the right thing?
You're absolutely.
Am I thinking of the
There
right
were
thing?
cheesels at my house yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was using it for.
Yeah,
That's
it was
the reason
cheesel.
why it's so fresh in my mind.
I do not
Fresh,
like cheesels. Have we?
fresh,
I feel like
cheesy,
we've
and
talked.
crunchy.
I feel like we've talked about cheeses. I hate cheesels. Like I know they want to be
no.
like Cheetos and cheese rings and Cheez-Its and but cheesels are just. I don't know.
It's like, first off, the name. I don't know what it is. It sounds like she grew up in Austria or something like that.
Cheezels.
Cheezels.
Louise.
I on the hill was a lonely cheesel.
You're late.
What it up? Yeah, no, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. So already. Second gripe with the cheesel.
Yep.
Why she so thick? I never thought I would complain about thickness, but she a little too thick.
Yeah,
She a little too thick.
My one gripe, again, don't eat them at all. But the fact that they're in the boxes and there's so much space in the boxes, like this is a universal thing. By no means this is an Australia gripe. This is a general capitalism is ruining everything.
We can't eat the air.
Yeah,
We didn't pay for air.
I mean, if we might as well start paying for air. The way everything else is
Tell
subscriptions
me
are.
how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Ooh, no, we got to edit that out because actually, that was Jordan Sparks singing that part. That's That's what it was.
Yeah. That was Jordan Sparks' part, not the other one. After you left last night, they played Wall to Wall.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, so speaking of, because y'all weren't there.
Yeah, y'all weren't there.
y'all weren't there.
Would you like to hear about it? Here go.
We were at King's and our queer R&B event at Molly's last night, and
I'm actually quite happy King's is back.
Yes.
I was wondering where they went.
Yeah, well, so
they disappeared for a little bit.
So that's King's has been gone for a while. Like we have that iconic photo of you, me, and Rock that we will obviously have to share.
The niggles.
Yeah, the niggles. So it was at Rubik's Warehouse, and there was for some reason a Wiggles car, and we decided to have a little photo shoot in the car. We obviously slayed because it's look at the material.
Period.
But Nicole captioned it the niggles, and.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're welcome. But King's is an R&B night that's been happening and for at least a few years, because I think that was one of the first ones that we went to. Before that, there was Swagger, which she's dead.
Oh my God, I forgot about the Swagger party.
Yeah, Swagger used to be it, and they didn't pay their drag queen, so then they got muscled up. And again, so rest in pieces. Pay the talent.
Do we have a sound? Didn't pay the drag queen.
I actually do like that. I do like that sound effect. There's new buttons for Nicole to spam, and we don't know what they do quite yet. And the record scratch is pretty iconic.
What you mean to pay the drag queens? Now you got to pay the girls.
Yeah, pay the girls. Pay the girls. Protect the girls all day, every day.
Protect the dolls. Pay the girls.
But yeah, actually, you said you had some feelings on the Kings last night.
Oh yes. Well, first off, I'm grateful that Kings is back because. Yeah, it's always a nice mix of people. Good crowd. I always am more inclined to hearing more R&B type of music. Mm-hmm. So this feels like the only place, not the only place you can get it, but you know what I mean.
The main consistent place to get it.
Yeah, pretty much, because as we know that Australians are like, we're so progressive. Ooh, not with music though. Yeah. So it's always like the black people get left out of the music incorporation with the usual sounds on the dance floor. However, when we have parties like King's, it implements it a bit more. However, it does remain true that some DJs are still bad with their transitions, because the transitions were ashier than an ankle.
Them chickens is ash and I'm lotion.
Yes! Them chickens was ash and I am lotion. Shout out to Mariah Carey. We know you're listening.
Absolutely.
But the transitions last night were kind of killing me. Killing me.
Little choppy.
It was making me miss the professional stylings of DJ Fresh Princess. AKA DJ French Princess, oui baguette. Croissant et omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage. That's all you can say. If you don't get the reference, you're too young.
Yeah,
sorry.
You're too young for this
but speaking of DJ Fresh Princess, she's actually putting on an event. So one of the things that I wanted to start.
I'm going to be there because I know them transitions is going to be sharp.
When you hear the guest list, you're going to freak out.
Oh my gosh.
So a lot of friends of the pod are going to be involved in this event. So I actually have the notes here so I don't misread this. So
great.
Talk amongst yourselves as I pull up my.
All right. Do.
Okay, so the one of the things I wanted to start like going forward is Melanated mention, just to kind of give a shout out to the things that other people are doing in the community. Like obviously, after a certain point, these will be dated, but it's still good to be supporting each other. And there's the main reason for that I'll come back to, but sticking to topic, at least trying to. The 22nd of October, it's a Wednesday at Section 8.
A Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday at Section 8. Section 8 on a Wednesday always goes off. I don't know if you're from the city, but famously, the Tuesdays and Wednesdays at Section 8 always go off. And this event in particular will be fantastic. It is called R&B Sides.
Ooh.
It's going to be playing underplayed but well-loved R&B tracks from across the decade, like from Shaka Khan to Janae, Destiny's Child, and everyone in between.
Ooh.
And the lineup, it is actually stacked. So DJ Fresh Princess will be DJing, obviously.
Yes, period.
We also have Luke Thorne, our good friend, will be... I knew you were gonna freak out. I knew you were gonna freak out. But additionally, Ali will be DJing as well.
Hey, Ali, Prince Ali, fabulous. Ali Ababwa. that's so exciting.
Right, so it's going to be an incredible event. The 22nd of October. It's a Wednesday, but I'm gonna be there. Let's be real. Anytime Fresh Princess shows up, it's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
So
Period.
I'm gonna confidently say it's a free event because Section 8. I think that's the whole thing about we don't charge ever.
Oh, I know that's right.
So
I don't know how y'all pay people. But
yeah, I think they're getting it in there. Maybe it's a drug front. We'll come back to it. Wake it up, wake it up.
You know, it's definitely a drug front. That chicken wing shop.
I knew you were gonna
that
say chicken wing shop.
There's a chicken wing shop that's on Smith.
Yeah, it's on Smith.
On Smith Street. I ain't gonna say the business name, but every time I walk past there, they ain't nobody getting no chicken. How are they still in business?
I was literally talking about this yesterday. There's another place around the corner that's a hot sauce shop that somehow
Hot sauce shop.
Hot sauce specifically. There's nothing else. It's only hot sauce.
Oh
And
yes.
it's been-
Matt's Hot Shop.
What? So you're gonna
Shit,
say their name?
Sorry. Well, I do like hot sauce, and if you want to sponsor us, send us a bottle.
Maybe don't.
I'll
because
try it out.
The sponsorship may not be from hot sauce.
It
It may be drug money. So let's maybe not.
Well, in this economy. Can we really be that picky?
Listen,
I don't know.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and the enemy is capitalism. So we got bills to pay. But that's an incredible melanated mention. A secondary mention, and one of the reasons that I kind of came up with this idea was on Monday I went to a Black Creatives mixer, if you will.
Oh, cute.
It's called Storm the City by Acres, hosted by Beryl. So our good friend Waddle was there.
Oh, Waddle. Shout out to Waddle.
And the owners of Little Homie Cafe and Fenton Farmhouse.
Oh, cute.
So they had just like a little panel where they just kind of talked about what community and collaboration looks like to the rest of us. And it was really nice to go, like, it was a Monday and I was dead. Like,
Oh, yeah.
We'll get into what's happened the last 3 months later on, but it was a Monday and I was dead. But I'm like, you know what? I need to do this for community because obviously what we're working on here, what we're trying to grow here can't be done with just us. And we can't be like, oh yeah, we are the only ones doing it. We're not. Like, there's so many people that we could collaborate with. Why reinvent the wheel when we can literally just borrow someone else's or we can go sharing resources and actually leaning into what we're talking about. So I powered through, made out on Monday, socialized, and talked to new people. I only knew 2 people in the room, and I was like, "Oh Lord, take me."
Yeah. It takes a lot of energy.
But it was so worth it. It was so worth it. There's so many wonderful people there, and having had those conversations, I'm like, there's so many people that I got their connections. Like, oh, there's this event and that event, and all the other pieces going around. I'm like, well, it may not be much. We may not be able to attend all these things. Like again. Money is tight. So the best thing we can do is like advertise for other people or like show up or share information. So yeah, Melanated mentions, I would like to keep it going regularly. Do you have anything you want to mention? Like any shows or items that people have coming up? Totally fair. If not.
Melanated mentions. I don't know of any shows that are necessarily coming up, but I think I'm just going to mention the place that I got a kebab from last night.
Were they melanated or are you just mentioning things?
Listen, no, they were ethnic. They were of the ethnic variety. Do I know their name? No. Do I greet them with, hey, brother, every time I walk in? I sure do. I definitely do. So shout out to Shished on Lygon Street because, listen, I go in there and I'm like, my friend, I'm back again. He's like, good to see you, my sister. What can I get you? And I'm like, listen, you know what? Surprise me. And he gave me a kebab with some adna. I think that was the name of the meat. Adna. He's like, this is the best in Melbourne. I'm like, my friend,
I believe
hooked
you.
me right on up. It was delicious. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about it right now.
Yeah, it's a little
I'm
salivation.
Still thinking,
so don't zoom in. A little bit.
Listen, if you could, it's probably like onion lines coming from my ass. Coming from
How long have I been ugly?
There once was a little barnacle who was so ugly, everyone died. The end. It was, this kebab was so good. They always take care of me, so I'm going to shout out Shished. But I love this. I love melanin mentions, because that means we get to rant about things. And, it was really, really good. And I'm going to try and come in and, like, talk about a small business that I love.
Good.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Little Homies Cafe, because I would love to have them on to, like, spotlight their business as well, because it was actually really interesting when he was kind of given the rundown of how he started his business, like, what he wanted to start with. And, it was all about the message about just start. Like, what you may want to have this, like, mega coffee shop, this mega, like, block of businesses or whatever, but he was also talking about how there was someone in the UK that just had a stand, and it was like a cart that was big enough for their coffee machine and just some trays, and like it was a business, like it was a start. How long that guy did that, and maybe went on to something else, but it was better than being like, I wish I had this thing and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, I guess it's like, I think I've been living with that right now as a way to combat perfectionism, because I definitely hear that, because you just want to be so good at something right away. But to be honest with you, something is better than perfect. It's like just attempting to do something is better than doing something perfectly, because you have to like work your way to it. Like I've now been trying to exercise like excellence over perfection. Like excellence just implies that I'm doing something to the best of my ability, but that doesn't necessarily mean like everything is perfect and to the T. So it's like excellence over perfection. Just try and do something.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Just doing your best. And like you said, your best looks different every day. Like if I can give 10%, and that's my best. If I'm fully charged and I have all the capacities and I'm at 70, great, wonderful. But it's still the best that I did. I'm not pushing myself beyond that, because that energy comes from somewhere. You're spending from your future. You're borrowing from the future. Just like my niece yesterday when Get Me Body
my
Extended
God, the
Remix
Get
came
Me
on.
Body Extended Mix claims another victim. This
Absolutely.
time it was Ri'chard's.
Yeah, like it's not too bad. But the thing is, I will always follow Beyonce's instruction,
Period.
like the Vine. Anything for you, Beyonce.
Anything for you, Beyonce.
Bring the beat in.
I made sure I made sure to follow all of the protocol yesterday, because it's a song that's from, I don't want to count, a while ago.
I think it was 2006.
Yeah, like a whole
19 years ago.
Yeah, a whole couple of decades ago. And so sometimes I'm not as refreshed on all the dance moves.
Yep.
Like Pat Your Weave, definitely got that one. Naomi Campbell Walk, definitely got that one.
We did a circle, like
We
instinctively,
sure
you, me,
did.
and Gaz, we just...
Yes, and then whoever those other two beautiful black people that followed us, like that,
Yeah.
yes.
Had the Naomi Campbell walk in the circle.
Yes,
I hope somebody got
snap
that.
for the kids, snap for the kids. Oh, we had a ball.
We had a ball.
When it comes down to Shake It Like That, Alley Cat,
Yep.
sometimes she forgets, because that requires one to get down on all fours.
And
And
I never forget. Listen,
I remember that time that you went, was that UBQ, where I forgot that part was coming up, and then you just like dropped down to the floor, and I was like, oh my God. And Ri'chard's like, nobody did it with me.
yeah. Listen, sometimes when you know you're in the right, you're walking alone. And I'm okay.
I
Because
walk a lonely road.
we still need to do an emo episode. We still need to do an emo episode. I'm so serious.
I love that idea.
So good.
I'm sorry.
So,
My shadows are the only ones beside me.
I actually don't know. I don't know. Like when he gets to that point, I just make the noises because I'm using one for the lyrics, but I don't know what he says. And then I walk alone, and that's all I got.
Yeah. No, I'm with it. If you guys have emo jams, please let me know what they are.
Send them in.
Angsty.
I mean, if you didn't have an emo angsty period, what was
It's
your
not
life?
a phase.
Yeah.
Mom.
It's nostalgia at this point.
It really is.
Because they just don't make it like they used to.
I know. Do the kids get angst anymore? They're all hopped up on their lean and Tide Pods. They don't feel angst.
It's the lean and Tide Pods, not the jewels and the TikToks. But the youth are eating the cleaning detergents, Ma. Well, that's better than going and using drugs.
Yeah, exactly. Back in my day, we ate lead paint chips.
How much sleep did you get last night?
Not a lot. Nah, I was like, y'all are getting whatever I give you today. I'm sorry. But it's off the rails. I ain't getting it back on the rails. We just gonna go.
It is what it is. But on that, like, to keep some vague structure, how have you been the last 3 months? Has anything fun, exciting happen for you?
Oh man, well, got married, like I said earlier. Yeah, wedding day ended up being the happiest day of my life. Like 100%. Like so many dreams came true that day. It was beautiful, but planning a wedding from overseas is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. But I had so many awesome vendors, I think there was a lot of Black-owned businesses. My cake was Desserts by Dana. Shout out to them. They did a tiramisu cake for me because I love my coffee. So they did a fantastic job. And then big shout outs to my DJ David or DJ David, who I actually ended up finding through the power of Instagram. So to make a short story long, I was scrolling through, and I love this R&B artist, Victoria Monet. Shout out to Victoria Monet. Surely you're listening. And she had posted a clip from a party where the DJ did a remix to her All Right song, which is the beginning.
Oh, yeah,
She gave me some tick, 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 tick. I was like, what? And it was so good. And you even saw the party was like, oh, this is crazy. And then looked at the clip and saw that it was like this DJ. And I was like, oh, man, this is awesome. Went to check out his profile. Saw in his profile that he was actually a wedding DJ. And I was like, what? Because my whole thing was the dance floor is vital. It is the very pulse of the party. And sometimes wedding DJs just work my nerves. They talking too much.
Yep.
They're like, they playing songs from like way back when that are just like, nobody likes this. You know what I mean? They play like, well, everybody usually likes this song. I don't know. And I'm like, nah, I want like a DJ that can like feel the crowd and then play the stuff that I want them to play.
Yeah.
And so when I saw that DJ David was a wedding DJ, I was like, you know what? This feels right. We did a Zoom. I gave him a wish list of all the music that I wanted. I was like, listen, man, I am a big Beyonce fan. I am getting married on 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
I am a sick woman, and I will not be getting better soon. But yeah, it was really, really cool. It ended up feeling like a fun night out with everyone in my family. And he played a remix to Heated that just blew my mind. And he even played Freakum Dress. I was like, I was really eating.
Yeah.
Because once the dance floor was open, I was like, I'm not leaving this.
Yeah, I live here now.
I live here now. I'm staying with this. But he even played I Don't Fuck With You. And by that time in the night, everybody was so drunk and having a good time. I was like, oh, my auntie's going to be mad. I was like, what the auntie's doing? And my Aunt B is out there like, I don't fuck with you. And I was like, Aunt B. Aunt B.
That song is universal. It's universal.
She was, but it's so funny. It's such a funny wedding song because everything's supposed to be like love and unity.
Happiness. And it's like,
yeah.
But also, I mean, knock if you buck. Like,
yes, no, but then they played, yeah, and like, they played "Fuck the Mother Niggas" and sometimes "Fuck the Niggas," "Fuck the," and I was like, oh, and that's me and my yeah, and even the Aussies were like, I can't say the words, but I'm gonna dance to it. Like everybody just really got around us, and it was just so great because it's just like one of those moments that you dream about and you wonder what it's going to be, and you're kind of like managing your expectations with what it actually is going to be, because leading up to it, I was really scared that it was going to rain. It's like rain on your wedding day. That's what I was really afraid of, and I was reading the Reddits. And I was like, what to do if it rains on your wedding day? Enter.
What are they
People
saying?
are saying, accept it. And I was like, no, that's
like,
not.
No, that's not the answer I will accept.
I was like, acceptance? Absolutely not.
Is there a delusion category? Because I need someone with.
I need a magic spell.
Can someone call Storm? Because invite her to the wedding.
Dear Mr. Thor. No, I was like, I was ready. But everybody was like, listen, even the mistakes that happen on your wedding day, or the things that you wish were different, or you had it planned in a different way and it doesn't work out, it all ends up being perfect. And I was like, these people are delusional. But you know what? It was so true, because even when my husband and I said, all right, dude.
Husband?
Yeah, like, no, hubby. Shout out to the husband.
I was literally about to make that noise in my mouth. And it's, I like mine better. Yep.
Like a cat. Why did I do a cat? With like, when shout out to cats. When we were walking down the aisle after saying our I do's, my whole idea was that I was gonna have Celine Dion's Power of Love playing like a string quartet kind of sound. And I was like, oh, it'll be like this big swell of music, and we'll be walking down and it'll just be lovely and great and beautiful and stuff. And 'cause I'm your lady. Like, it would have just been, yeah, it would have just been great. We're walking down the aisle. Everything has gone so wonderful. And then a song starts playing and I'm like, I wonder what song this is. Because I wrote down Power of Love.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was like, there's only one.
Oh.
But there's more than one. Power of Love.
You can't say there's only one.
There's only one Power of Love. But I thought I me for a wedding. I thought it was that, but it ended up
Implied
being
knowledge
Power
is
of Love
crazy.
by Huey Lewis and the News. Which was like, but it was still the string quartet.
Okay.
But it was just like some fancy fiddle action. Like, that's what it sounded like. And that's the power of love. But it was playing on the strings, and I was like, oh my God, this is the different power of love. And I say to my father-in-law, I'm like, Frank, I was like, this is the wrong power of love. He's like, yeah, mate, it's Huey Lewis. This is grass. Like, he loved it. My father-in-law was living. He's like, I think that's grass. That's great, mate. That's great. So he was happy about it. And you know what? Nobody noticed.
Yeah.
Nobody noticed. Nobody cared. It didn't ruin the moment or anything like that. You just got to roll with the punches. But I am so grateful that I now feel the stress, just stress levels.
And it's like you
Calm that down.
definitely look more free. It was like obviously it was the greatest day of your life, but at the same time, the planning, the leading up to it could be the worst, time of your life at the exact same time. So
it was, it definitely felt like that because it's like expectation and wanting it to be, wanting it to be a certain way. Because it's like a thing that you build up, but it ended up being so wonderful. Like even my husband and I, we just didn't want to do anything like too traditional. Even like the night before, we were just like, let's just stay in the same room. And we woke up together and we were both excited for the day, and we got to like hug each other, and we like kissed, and we like danced a little bit, and we cried, and we were just like, just so grateful that we get to have this moment that we've been wanting for such a long time, and our families were there, and all the people we love, and it was just so wonderful. If there's a time machine that ever gets invented, let me know. I'm going right back to that day.
Just for rewatching purposes, not to do anything differently, just to rewatch.
Well, maybe Huey.
Just to rewatch.
Huey.
But what if you got the right song and that frequency made it rain?
Yeah, true. That's actually very true. I totally agree with that. Yeah, I totally agree with that. So I'll take it. I'll take it as it is. Take it as it is. So, no, it's really good. I'm sure I'll be talking about more wedding stuff like as the rest of the season goes on. But for all intents and purposes, I'm happy to give that there and say it was a really good day. And thank you guys for your congratulations as well. People were congratulating me at the club.
Yeah, they were. Well, because your fan club was in town.
Oh, that's so sweet. I always love seeing those kids at Beyonce events. Don't know none of their names, Jesus, but every single time I see them, I'm like, it's y'all. And y'all are hitting the choreo and everything. Yeah.
I had a thought, and it was like, pew. And I was like, do I know the names? Like, I know Koi.
No, I
obviously,
because
Koi was there, and also our baby Gaz.
Oh, baby Gaz! Shout out to Gaz,
who is absolutely. I mean, by the time this airs, they'll no longer be on. But they're in an incredible play called Destiny.
Fantastic. About apartheid in South Africa in the 70s. And we had the privilege, the gift.
Yeah, we had the honor.
The honor of going to see it for opening night last week.
And it was just fantastic. One of my things is I really don't like to do black trauma anymore. So if it's like black trauma, if it's gay trauma, like I'm not trying to watch someone have AIDS and die. I'm not trying to watch someone in slavery period. Obviously, apartheid isn't that same thing. But when your friends are doing things, you show up for them. So I was mentally preparing myself to be like, okay, it's going to be heavy, it's going to be impactful, and it was definitely those things. 100%. But it was also hilarious. Like I found myself cackling and laughing, and it was just such a balance of like levity and like the gravitas of it as well. Like it blended very well, and without being biased, Gaz stole every single scene.
I'll be biased. Stole. Not I looked at the camera.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna do it.
No, because everybody in the cast was so wonderful and so amazing. The story was incredible and impactful, and it was just like, I personally don't know a whole lot about apartheid that took place in South Africa, other than like the big major points and the fact that it mirrors so closely to like Jim Crow and pre-civil rights, like in the States. It's just so wild that the parallels of colonization and racism and things like that.
I would say they had the same play. They all had the same playbook because
England
was just like, here you go. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do a little spin on it. It's like having an American accent. Like you go somewhere else, it's still English,
crazy,
but it's just a different twang. It's the same colonization, but with an accent.
Totally, and then like even like the similarities to here, like with what the First Nations people had to go through and like carrying around papers that's saying that you were allowed to go to town. Same with the Freedom Papers that our ancestors had to have in order to be like, no, no, I'm a free person, not enslaved. And then even here, you had to include how much Black you had in you, which is really horrifying. That's really horrifying. Like, how human are you, essentially? If you are this, then that means you're reduced as a human, because the more Black you are, the less human you are. It was just, it was unbelievable, but there were moments of levity, moments of joy, moments of comedy, but with a great message weaved all the way through. And it just felt like a blessing to see these stories being told on stage, even though sometimes we got to compartmentalize and be like, you know what, I don't want to feel this right now, but it's still important for these stories to be told.
And to be shared and be,
Yeah. So shout out to Destiny. We hope that the rest of the run is really great, even though this message is coming out afterwards, but we have already seen it as it is, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, and hopefully, I don't know if it's called for shows, but like it's syndicated, like they have a run in other places, because right now it's with the Melbourne Theatre Company. But maybe Sydney can pick it up. Maybe Perth can pick it up. So like it would be great to see the show in other places, because it was like written by the lead actor.
Yeah.
So like I imagine like this is the first time it's been done. So I would love to see it in other places, because it is a very impactful story that should be bouncing around. It should be off Broadway. It should be on Broadway. The West End. Throw it.
For sure.
Just keep it going. Like,
I have something controversial to say.
Go on then.
The only thing that threw me off a little bit was the South African accents, because it kept sounding, it was hard for my brain to put it in a certain bucket, because it just sounds similar to things, but it sounds so different at the same time.
And that's the whole South African accent.
It was like, it almost sounded a little bit Australian, but
it's
it
a little
also
Australian,
sounds,
it's a little bit Kiwi, it's a little bit British.
Maybe Scottish or something like that. It sounded like a goose with a sinus infection. I can't explain what sounds. So
Are you apologizing?
Yeah, I was about to.
Yeah, I saw you, and I'm like,
I was
what are you
about to,
doing?
but at the same time, that's just how I'm feeling.
Yeah, and that's, if it's your opinion, it is what it is.
Opinion.
Opinion.
Too lit.
Oh, actually, I'll talk. So I. Oh, my brain just did the.
You're having you had a that so Raven like.
I did. I saw the future and like.
You can gaze into the future. Shout out to Raven Simone. We know you're listening.
We know you're listening. All right, so actually, I want to talk about my experience.
Adventures.
My adventures. I had I will say pleasure. It was a pleasure. I did enjoy myself, but I went to Europe, and I want to say I was robbed, but I wasn't robbed, because I was choosing to do these things. I was choosing to spend my money knowing the euro was twice the Australian dollar. Oof. And y'all, we are poor.
The conversion rate.
The Australian lifestyle is great, and they take care of the people. But when you step outside of Australia, you're getting slapped everywhere. Just bah, bah, bah. Air costs $50. Genuinely, $100 Australian dollars was about €55. And I went to a 4-day festival where the food itself was about $20, $25 Australian. The drinks were also the same price. And it was great. Like, I genuinely love the festival. It's called Whole is Queer Festival. We talked about Gay Times previously, but Whole is like that on steroids, because it is a 4-day experience, 7 different stages. They had like 8,000 people there. It was the best experience I would never do again. Like, I enjoyed it, but first of all, it's hella far. Like, getting across the world to Germany, crazy. But also, I went the longest possible way, because I went here through Canada to the other side of the States, to Dublin, to London, to Berlin, and that took me a whole like 40-something hours, mainly because Mercury was in retrograde as I was in the plane, and they filled the wrong tank for some reason, which I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know you could fill the wrong tank with
I didn't
gas.
know. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't know the plane had the wrong hole.
Right.
But she ain't say nothing.
I mean,
it's happened before.
Is that consent? Like, I need you to enthusiastically like, yes, that's the right hole. But no, it took them 2 hours.
She didn't beep. She didn't say, hey.
She's like, ooh. No, wait a minute. Give me a little more lube. But
wow.
It was annoying, because I'm really good at plane sleeping. Like, it's one of my professional skills. I can sit down on the plane, buckle up, and be like,
yeah, knock out.
And then I'll smell the food, and I'm like, and then it's like, Done. So I got on the plane, did my usual thing, buckled up, sat there, went to sleep. I'm like, oh, I'm almost there. Because I'd already spent like 30 hours in the air. I'm like, you know what? I'm almost there. We're about to go to this festival. It's going to be great. Closed my eyes, went to sleep. Usually when I go to sleep, it feels like, I'm fully rested. I'm probably like halfway over the ocean. I looked out the window and I still saw the ground. And I'm like, hello? Yeah, and so found out that they fueled the wrong section. It's like, yeah, we're putting the fuel on the right side. We're going to get you there as fast as we can. And I'm like, what? Why are we still here? I don't understand. So I started asking around, and the girl behind me is like, is Mercury in retrograde or something? And I looked, and it literally started as they closed the boarding door. Like midnight crossed over at that point, and retrograde started. They're like, you know what? Fill the wrong tank. Put it in her butt. Oh, like,
oh my God.
But
it must be my birthday.
At least someone cares. But
she's like, I usually don't do this. I don't know why she's like, I don't know why she talks like this. It's me, the plane.
Now I understand
it's
why
been so long since somebody's touched me. I'll take whatever.
And that's why the airplane movie logo has the plane tied in a knot, because she's in the kinky shit.
Balloon knot. Sorry. Wow.
I'm not even sorry for whatever this is, but I did eventually get to the festival. And the main reason I was really excited to go to Hull, beyond the fact that it was like a huge queer festival and to hang out with some of my friends, shout out to the crew, but Hull Festival actually started a collective, if you will, for Black, Indigenous, people of color. It had its own stage, so it was called Trina, and it was their second year running it. And I just really loved that someone sat down and decided that this space, while it was good, it was honestly, it was too white. Like, it was too white. There was not enough catering to other interests. And like, I enjoyed the music. I love a good like anybody else, but variety's good. Like, I know there's 17,000 versions of house, but do we need all of them at the same time? And Trina was the answer to that. It's like, they would be playing R&B. Like, I heard Neo on the dance floor for the first time in years.
Wow.
Like, I don't know if he's problematic. I feel like something happened.
I think he's more of like, I don't think he's problematic. I think he's just sometimes gets into like fuck boy kind of
he's
things.
just really horny. I think every third song is about what he's doing to his girlfriend. Again, more power to him. Like,
more power to him.
Boombox in the rain, boombox in the rain, crying for the pussy. Like, good for you. Like,
love it. Hey, listen, he gave us to the left. So
yeah, that is true.
Can't knock him.
The range.
The range.
He simply has the range. But yeah, the Trina stage, it was iconic. We had a bunch of talks, and one of the things that I really enjoyed was there was a talk about reclaiming your joy. And that was like the main session that I was also preparing myself mentally to be like, oh, it's definitely going to be heavy, because it's talking about reclaiming your joy in this political climate, like being a global citizen, being a Black global citizen, being queer, and also like everyone saying you're too much, you're too loud, you're too gay, you're too white, and they were just talking about how you can still maintain your wholeness and not let that get to you, because it's a lot. That'd be a lot of things to be going through, and surprisingly, like, yes, tears were definitely shed. But I felt one of the most impactful things, shout out to Kat Jones, one of the trans men, also American from LA, but it's been in Berlin for a handful of years. And they were just talking about how white Germans will hate noise only if it's their noise. And like they gave a few examples of they were like at the movies and like laughing too loud, and someone was like, do you have to do that? And they're like, and then their friend just clapped back. They just turned around and was like, actually, I do have to take up the space, challenge at any given point. And I had the absolute pleasure of clapping back at some Germans at the festival. It was the last day, and as I mentioned before, a lot of the music was house. It was a lot of different ranges of music, but it was so rarely going to be Black music. And Kitty Smile was a closing DJ. Shout out to Kitty Smile. I know you're listening. We had a little moment where it was like, hey, Black people. And so it was great to have. But at the actual festival, Kitty Smile played 1, not 2, but 3 Beyonce songs.
Oh, I know that's right.
In the set. And it was gorgeous. But the first one, like that first drop of rain is like,
yeah. Yeah. Oh, we needed this.
Honestly, it was that. It was very much that. And my friend Akeem, shout out to Akeem, I know for a fact he's listening, had a fan who was clacking the fan to the song, and this guy turned around and told him to shut up. And I missed it the first time around, because at this point it was like a group of 5 or 6 of us, and we're late, we're partying, and then Akeem's like energy had shifted. And I was like, oh, what's wrong? It's like, that guy told me to just like stop clapping my fan. I was like, bet. So I was like, just keep going, just do it anyway. And then, so like the songs are going, and the guy turns around and is like, you're fucking annoying people. And it's like, stop. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And I was like, you were at a music festival, like with multiple story high speakers. People are screaming, doing every drug in the world, which again, more power to them. So, this guy's asshole was hanging out. Like it was the most. Sir,
put your hole away before you start.
Put your hole back in there.
Put your hole back
before somebody steps on it.
Put a cork in it.
Like this was the most sexually free festival, most drug heavy festival that I've ever seen in my life, and it was overwhelming in some ways.
Yeah,
but it was also still very wholesome, and the connections were great and wonderful. But if you're gonna turn around and tell someone to stop making a particular noise when all these other things that are happening that could be bothering people, go fuck yourself. And so I start clacking my fan in his face. And then he left. And as the song progressed, everyone else started clacking their fans to the beat. And it just felt like community. It just felt like community. And so much of that festival was about examining what my perspective is on things. Because I was really excited to go see what the European gays, what the European brown and black people are doing. Because having been gone for America for so long, like, not that we're detached, but also, like, our experience is going to be different. So I'm wondering how people are dealing with late-stage capitalism on that side of the world, how they're dealing with colonialism, how they're dealing with racism, how we're dealing with the crumbling empire all around us. And it was very interesting getting people's stories. Initially, I bought microphones to kind of interview people and kind of bring it back to do a little bit of a reel. But I quickly realized that this is people's safe havens. Like, how they're dressed, how they're presenting, how they are may not be the exact same way that they are in like their quote unquote real world. So they didn't want to be having that on the internet for who knows who to see, because a lot of people are getting fired for being queer. A lot of people are being targeted for being queer. There's been so many attacks on different apps, be like straight people pretending to be gay just so they can bash you at their own convenience. And it was just like, having that realization was, one, very sad and sombering, but the stories that I actually got from people were really impactful and really helped shaping some of the decisions that we're making with the podcast and the organization that we're going to be having. So I didn't get what I had fully hoped for, but I definitely got plenty of experiences and plenty of memories that will be shaping a lot of the things going forward. 'Cause, like, we're pro-black first and then pro everyone else afterwards. Like, it doesn't say we're anti anyone else, but it's going to show in the work that we do, and I'm very excited for y'all to see it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, it's always interesting wondering what people are doing on the other side of the world and like how we're connected and how we're just surviving ultimately with everything that's taking place.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's the main thing about this is they're choosing joy. Like you said, was it this season? It was this season.
I've been hammering on about joy a lot this season.
And I think now is more than ever, as we said earlier, like the arts are going to save us. Like there's so many people dropping albums. There's so many shows being written. There's so many creative spaces being made, because that is going to be the only thing that's going to get us through. Because by no means is this an easy task, and by no means are we pretending the world isn't burning all around us. But at the same time, at the darkest times, people are still falling in love and hanging out with their friends. And I think that's just something so important to remember, because we can dread about everything that we don't have capacity to change on the large scale, or we can focus on what we can do in the smaller scale. Because like we mentioned earlier, the butterfly effect, that one song being different, what else would have shifted? Yeah. What if someone was triggered by that song and threw a chair?
Oh my God.
Like, what if you are nice to 7 people? What if you invite someone out and make this impactful connection and they take that energy and carry it on somewhere else? Like, there's so many things that we can do to not feel hopeless. And I really hope that that's a message that we can convey and spread even further with what we're doing next, because shit's scary. Like, by no means I'm pretending I'm not scared. Like, I didn't get to go to Nicole's wedding. As sad as I am to have missed it, I did not go because I was genuinely afraid of being in America at the time. And that's a fear that is so validated in so many experiences based on what's happening at any given point. Even in Australia, this weekend there's going to be a March for Australia march. And it's coded, it's racism, it's xenophobia, it's white people being like, I don't like that I'm losing power in Australia. And they're marching to, like, there's so many migrants and doing all these things, and there's all this space of hate, and it's getting loud, and it's so easy to feel like you want to give up and be defeated. But I'm stubborn. I'm still stubborn. We're still saying it. And I feel like every single time something like this happens, it radicalizes me just that extra bit more, that extra step further, to be like, no, I'm going to be unapologetically me, louder, bringing people in, encourage them in doing the same thing, because resistance is the only thing that will stop this from just wiping everything off. And that's all we got. That's all we have.
Yeah, nah. Joy is a big act of resistance. It's a big act of rebellion, because I feel like it's probably like, it's the absence of fear, really. But I feel like joy itself is still connected to that, because we feel the fear anyways, and we still choose to enjoy and be joyful and find pockets of sunshine where we can, just like our predecessors have always done. We've always lived in just
dire times.
Yeah, dire situations. But you just got to put one foot in front of the other and just keep going forward. And yeah, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. And the thing is that Australians here believe that what is going to be taking place on Sunday isn't like, it's not everybody. They're like, it's not everybody. That's just like a really loud, small group of people that are going to be voicing their distaste for things. But that's actually a part of white supremacy as well, is always thinking that the problem isn't as bad as it actually is. It's always like trying to minimize
that willful ignorance.
Yeah, willful ignorance, because the problem is so evident. And what may seem like small potatoes to you because it doesn't directly affect you is a bigger problem to other people, because the anti-migrant, anti-immigration stance, people keep blaming the people who have the smallest amount of power for all of their problems.
Some of the most vulnerable groups, they need a scapegoat to feel better, to feel higher than something else. And it serves no one. Like, they think it's going to work, but the people that they're trying to emulate, the people that are trying to be like that rich elite 1%, they don't give a fuck. Like, you are not closer to them. They're doing their own self-interest, and once you're done getting rid of everyone else's below you, you're next. You're absolutely next. Like, it's totally. Not it's them versus everyone else.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Spooky times.
Indeed. But we're going to keep going, because I know there can be better, and I know that 50 years ago there were different struggles, but there were people who had hope that it could get better and be to this point. So even if it's not change that we will impactfully see in our lifetime, I know it will be coming. So I'm going to continue to put that in the universe and carry on and keep pushing through, because that's what I feel. That's what feels good. It's like recycling sometimes. Like, you know, it's not really going to all the right places, but what if it is? Like, there's no confirmation. I'm not following that to the recycling bin. I'm like, yes, good job. That's been done. But doesn't mean I'm not going to try just because I can't see the impact directly.
Yeah. They just got to keep going. Just keep on going. And we just got to be there with each other.
But I'm excited. Being able to dance with our friends last night, like that, in that moment itself, it just felt like things were possible again. And every moment that you find with someone or a group of someone, you can just like have those moments where it just feels a moment out of time. And that doesn't have to be out of time. That can just be the time. And the chaos, the darkness, that will be what you're shining light on to make those smaller, to make those less significant. And yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I think I'm going to aim to be more silly, more intentional, and more collaborative in my personal life, my professional life in general, because like the silly part is the main one, because there have been so many times I'm like, I have to be so serious. I have to do this. I'm going to do that. Like, trying to run myself in the ground, complete all these tasks, but there's always more work to do. There's always going to be something else to do. And if I did nothing but work and put myself into the ground, I would have accomplished so many things, but did I enjoy the process? And I want to enjoy the process. Oh, duh. How did I forget about this? My whole job changed, and now I'm working on the podcast and doing some background acting. I actually just got a job interview from being really silly on the internet.
Oh,
so
fantastic.
It's been grim. Like, the job market is not great. It's like, shout out, it's weird I'm going to say shout out to Job Seeker. It's public assistance from the government to, while you're, unemployment. It's unemployment. I couldn't find the word. It's Australia's version of unemployment. And with that, I'm able to pay like some of my bills and still kind of get some work. Acting work is fun. It's great. Actually, a shout out to Nicole. I'm gonna give you your flowers again, because the unpredictability of this field that you are in, it's also not for the weak. Because like, there's roles that I've applied for, and it's like you have to hold your whole schedule for the thing and wait for it. And like, while you're on the set, incredible people. Like, I've made so many wonderful people with different walks of life. Some of them are like, this is their full-time gig. Someone's like, I'm an author. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Everyone has such wide ranges of activities and things they do. Every day is different, and I do love that. But also the fact that the pay window is unpredictable. They're like,
you never know when you're going to get paid.
4 to 12 weeks. And they're like, baby, I still haven't been paid yet. I've done like 4 or 5 gigs. So it's just like, trying to figure out like that window is stressful. So I'm still applying for part-time jobs, but being like, I want a part-time job. But if a gig pops up on my shift day, it's like, can I trade? So trying to get back in hospitality. For some of you who don't know, I've been in government for 6 years, but when I first got to Australia, I was a bartender. I worked at Legoland. I just did a bunch of different gigs. So I have the experience, but there's half a decade of absence. So trying to get into the field, and the job market is tough. Everywhere is like has a billion people applying for things, and I've been getting rejection emails left and right. And obviously, it does weigh down on you a little bit. But I'm just like, if this is temporary, I want to enjoy the process. So there was this post in the Melbourne Bartender Exchange. If you were looking for hospitality work, I suggest you join it. Like people post there, being like, I need someone to work today. I need someone for a part-time thing, whatever. Like it's a jobs board, but because you can connect faces to the thing, it's kind of like an extra touch to kind of get a leg in the door. I saw this post and they're like, oh, we're a bar in this area looking for a front of house and a bartender. We're a fun, friendly environment, bring good vibes, and we want you to have your own life outside of work. And they're like, also like, hey, by the way, we don't do coffee, so we're not looking for a barista. And I'm like, thank God, because I'm terrible at making coffees. So initially I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll just put my name through. But instead of doing the whole, hello, my name is so-and-so, and I'm doing this thing, I was like, hi, my name is Ri'chard. I'm from the future, and I want to say how great it is to be working for you guys.
I love that. That's so creative.
I started my email, and I was like, jokes aside, I did my whole spiel of who I was, what I was about, and at the end, I was like, P.S., I'm terrible at making coffee, so I'm glad you're looking for a barista, because that will fuck me up. I think Melbourne, they're so elitist about their coffee.
It's very serious business.
I can make a coffee, but I can't make a picture. And it's like, oh, I is my swan looking like...
I can make a hoe into a housewife, but I can't make a coffee.
But I can't make a flat white for you, baby. I'm so sorry.
I sure can't.
So I just decided to be a little goofy with it. And as we sat down, I got a text to have a meeting with them. So just like the one moment I just said, I stopped trying so hard, just being more silly. Things start opening up. So being more silly, being more intentional, being more collaborative. And yeah, that's my goal.
I love that. Goal. I think those are good goals to have. And yeah, it's just like showing up as your authentic self. Authenticity over everything. Just be cringe, kids. I get it. You want to be cool. It's our fault, right? It's like our generations and the generations before us that have made like the internet like the deciding all factor of what.
Yeah, what's cool and what's not.
Cool
and, like,
and what's not, and then
box.
like and what looks good and what doesn't. It's our fault. We take responsibility for it. Yeah. However, fight back against it.
Yeah, do your own thing.
Just do, yeah, man, because it's important to just live. It's important to live, and it's just important to have a good time. So authenticity over everything. I know in the last half of this year, man, B is for boundaries. Like, B is for boundaries, and my boundaries have been jacked. Like they like the Great Wall of China, because you just have to protect yourself to the best of your ability. Because sometimes people take advantage of your yes, and they take advantage of your kindness. And the best thing you can do is use your no to protect yourself. And do it, because who else is going to look out for you?
That's true.
Who else is going to look out for you if not you?
The way you carry yourself. You tell people how you allow yourself to be treated by how you treat yourself. So
100%. You got to tell people how to treat you, because otherwise they'll treat you any which way. But then, then I'm just going to be getting back into my art. Big time. October is going to be a big month for me. I'm going to be performing in Fringe with Lowest Prices. It's an improv team that I'm a part of. It's a different team. I'm really excited about that. We had a sold out run last year because we're impersonating Bunnings. We're impersonating
I was going to ask if that was a Bunnings show, but I didn't want to mix my stories up.
No, we did. And Bunnings knows that we're doing it, and they love it. They love the fact that we play like just ridiculous people.
How many sausage sizzle references? No,
I know many a sausage. I don't know why's the plane back. She's like, you know what?
Like, I want some
Put
sausage,
the sausage in my other tank. I don't know why she came back. Good for her.
It's my 50th.
It's my 50th birthday. So we'll be performing with that. I'm really excited about it. I'm actually going to go ahead and give stand-up comedy a go. It's something that I've always wanted to do, so I'll be doing that. So I think I'm going to have like a 10-minute show sometime in October. I got to figure out when that date is, but And you know what? If I suck at it, that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to be super, super good at something right away. Give yourself permission to fail.
Yes.
Give yourself permission to just be bad at something. And I'm saying this now and not believing it. So I'm working on it.
We're all growing together. We're all learning and growing together.
It's an easier said than done kind of thing, because I'm like, damn, I really want to be able to make people laugh. But you know what? It's not about the outcome. It's about the attempt.
Getting up there, yeah, absolutely.
It's getting up there. It's just doing something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to try out. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that goes. And then I'm definitely going to be prioritizing rest as well, which probably just goes back to the boundaries thing.
Absolutely. Boundaries, rest, delegation. Yeah. One of the things that we're working on this year is the organization. The Constitution is being drafted. The officer roles are being filled in. So it's a lot of pieces. It's going to be so great to delegate and give things away to. At some point in the season, we're going to have Adam on, my new housemate. There's no drama there. Ali just had to move to a different house. See, that sounds less homophobic. I miss the other one.
No, bring back the gay chimes.
Yes.
We want the fairy sounds.
Yeah, this is the woke agenda. This is the anti-woke agenda. Get rid of the gay sounds and have the Proud Boys cheering for you.
Yeah, exactly. There should be a button on here that just says poppers. It doesn't. Never mind. I was trying to see.
What if there was, though? Is there anything else that you wanted to mention?
No, not at this point.
Oh, actually, we have something else. We have a Patreon. By the time this episode will have dropped, we will have dropped a Patreon. And the first release we're going to be dropping is our live podcast from June. So where we sat on stage and we just had some crazy antics. Those of you who made it, you know who you are. We love you. And those of you who missed it, this is your chance to see what you missed out on. And one of the things we're going to be trying to do a lot more is just like having the opportunity to just talk shit when things happen in more real time. We're going to start recording episodes from home, because it'll be easier for people's schedules. Because again, when I switched to doing the background acting, I'm like, oh yeah, of course, we're both in the same field. It'll be easier. No, it was the dumbest idea ever. Like, what do you mean? He's like, hey, do you want to meet for this thing? Like, oh, I'm on a hold for XYZ. He's like, oh, what about this day? It's like, oh, I've got this event and I'm on set for this thing. And it's like,
yeah, it's like you have to have like free time and you want to be on a schedule so badly, but it doesn't happen.
You don't get to do so. So we're going to be attempting doing episodes from home, but that also means more accessibility. So if you subscribe to our Patreon, you'll be able to get little bonus episodes, little rants. We'll go live about things. We can read some of your Am I the Assholes? You'll see when you subscribe to it. Here. I don't know where it's going to be. It's going to be in the air at some point, but keep an eye out for that. And yeah, we've got some really great episodes for you for the rest of the season. We have, I'm not going to say the number because who's going to say? Who's to say? The life is weird. The schedule is crazy.
Who knows?
But we have some great episodes for you. We have some wonderful guests coming, and I'm so excited for you to have this journey with us.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. I'm excited to see what the rest of the year holds.
Onward and upward. But until next time, I'm Ri'chard.
And I'm Nicole.
And this is
Melanated.
Melanated in Melbourne. I'm hanging up.
This has been Melanated in Melbourne, a podcast that analyzes the Australian lifestyle from the lens of two Black American besties. Visit us at melanatedinmelbourne.com or follow us on Instagram to send us your comments or questions. Thank you for listening.